Alrighty, everybody, welcome to Game 1 in our series between BoomerGaming and Boogans Forever. Boogans Forever did get the map pick here, so they banned out Cursed Hollow as well as Tomb of the Spider Queen. BoomerGaming banned out Braxis Holdout and Sky Temple. Forever then takes us to Infernal Shrines, which is where we are now. So, yeah! The controller thing is really sick. I get why people like, these things now. These are so nice. So helpful! We do have the Junkrat and Hogger bands right out of the gate here. Wait, I thought they had map pick. Why are they... Oh no, they're not first. Okay, I got all turned around there. But yeah, the Medivh ban and Blaze bans. Blaze, a little typical here, but that feels targeted to me. Medivh is definitely a target ban. That is one of those heroes that is incredibly annoying to deal with unless you know how to, and or the Medivh player's incompetent. But a good Medivh is seriously a nuisance. Anubarak Leoric is going to be the pickups for the front line for Bogarts Forever? Am I saying that right? Let me double check the spelling. Boogans! Boogans Forever. Boogans! Boogans Forever. There's two O's. They don't have pronunciation guides for these teams. But that's a really hard to CC frontline there. The Beetle, while a little easy to kill for a tank, is very good at getting out of CC, and Leoric is exceptional at getting out of CC. Anduin and Tychus are the next pickups. Tychus, an interesting choice into Anubarak Leoric, because Leoric's survivability comes from healing, and Anubarak's comes from shielding, and Tychus isn't great at dealing with either of those. Hey, welcome, first-time chatter! Looks like we already have... Oh, shoot, right, gambling, that's the thing I need to set up. My mod's dead. So it's just me, so I need to set this up ahead of time. Game Sean, Mephisto and Sonya are the bans here. Rhaegar and Greymane, wolves for days. Go ahead and howl in the chat. I would, but it would probably kill my voice, honestly. Hey, we have a bit of a raid, it looks like. Oh no, we have sub! Oh, thank you so much! Thank you so much for the sub. It is good to have your support. Yeah. Yep, definitely support your friends. Yorel and Chromie, unusual pickups unless you are my old team. And Maiev is the final pickup here. I'm a little thrown off by that sub. Thank you very much for the support. A king of old. I almost called you a king of gold. Personally, I prefer a king of gold, but that could just be me. Prediction is out. Feel free to pick that up if you know how to do that. Otherwise, it's fine. All right, everybody. We are here. Oh my word! Thanks for another gift sub. You're throwing me off here, man. Okay. Focus, Shinodas. We have I Feed on Tychus, Bellers on Diablo, Chronicler on the Yarel, Eboctron on the Anduin, and Dope Monster on the adorable Bronze Dragon Chromie. For Boomers Gaming, we have Ithic on the Leoric. Oh, also we got some cheese coming through here. Kalovtha? I don't know how to pronounce that. We have a beetle. We have Bombernaut on the Greymane. We have Non-Champion on the Maiev. And Thundercats on the Rhaegar. For Booger Forever. Booger Forever. Crap, I feel like I'm saying that wrong again. Am I saying that wrong again? Boogans Forever. Oh my word. I am doing bad. Oh, poor Diablo gets picked off in that rotation. Just a little too aggressive. He does not have that Soulstone yet. And with that kill, we do have Boogans going for the camp here. Taking tons of damage, though. They do successfully get the invade. Lots of aggression onto the Chromie. That fat beetle did not let the dragon move. Poor dragon. Does look like we're going to see the double soak from the offlaners there. Diablo does flip the Greymane over the wall, almost killing him, but they did preemptively kill that side wall there. Lots of solid initial moves for Boogans, but at this stage of the game, those death timers are very, very short. The XP for kills isn't a whole lot, so that is a lot of ground that they can make up. But that wall, that is a full wall 2 minutes into the game, and level 4 talent tiers right now. That is pretty significant, but there's definitely a lot of opportunities for them to cause some serious, I don't want to say comeback. It's way too early to call it a comeback. But to kind of counteract this early aggression, they have lots of ways to do that. I just realized that it looks like we have a ton of points. Actually, yeah, I think that's our highest prediction point values. Total. Still kind of lopsided in favor of Boomers Gaming. Very cool. I think I create too long a timer when I'm solo, but whatever. I don't think you guys mind too much. John Script, thanks for the follow and perfect timing, because we're about to go into a fight and I would have missed the alert going into the fight. But we do have this siege camp pushing quite a bit into the top lane. Both offlaners are still lagging a little bit behind. Objective does get started by Forever here. I'm just going to call them Forever because I keep saying the first word wrong. It's Boogans. Boogans Forever. The offlanes are just duking it out away from the main fight here. So this is just a 4v4. Offlanes just doing offlane things. Yrel gives a little bit more team fight than Leoric, so that action kind of favors Forever a little bit better. Well, we'll see. It looks like they might give this first objective because they're down 7s here, and just use Yrel to kind of catch up on the XP. To be fair, this is both a Mortar Punisher, and it's very early, and they have and third, they have a lot of burn for this guy, so probably a smart move here. Yrel has re-established the XP, as well as pushing onto the lanes a little bit. Leoric is going to go try and answer that, though. Mortar Punisher does go over the wall there. Does not look like they're going to get much more than this front wall. Those beetles bringing in a ton of value, though. Good Diablo flip cleanse onto the Anubarak. Greymane eating a lot of damage from that tower. Boomer Gaming doing a really good job of stabilizing here. I think they're counting a lot on their 10s. Diablo going in here, Maiev going in as well. A bit of aggression onto, or from the Maiev onto the Diablo. Diablo is dropping very quickly, and when pull does come through, very nicely done there for both teams, honestly. Boomer got Tyke and Andy. Are those like their best picks? I didn't get a chance to look at the records for the teams aside from their point values. So I don't know their favorite heroes and stuff like that. Camp Invade. Oh! Nicely done by the Diablo! Camp Invade almost successful. Looks like Maev was about to go down there. Anubrak doing a good job of zoning for the low health Maev there. Good flip from the Diablo onto the Greymane. Greymane does go down. That is the first blood from BoomerGaming, and they are very much playing into this map and making a comeback, completely negating the vast majority of that early pressure that their opponents were generating. Looks like it took them a minute to kind of find their rhythm here, but they have found their rhythm, and they are very comfortable taking that rhythm and just charging with it. Lots of siege damage going on to that tower there. Oh, I thought Anduin had the sword glitch. I like the sword glitch. The sword glitch is fun. I hope they make the sword glitch more easy to initiate during the game, because it's, like, it's a seriously fun glitch. They should just kind of make it a thing, honestly. Crummy doing a lot of scouting and intel gathering. Who knew that bronze dragons were good at seeing a lot of things? It's not like they can travel through time or anything. The offlanes are really just kind of chilling in their own little worlds for the most part. Shrine does get announced, both sides picking up their siege camps here. What? They got rid of the sword glitch? I never saw that in the patch notes. Why'd they get rid of the sword glitch? It was such a cool glitch, and it didn't hurt anybody. That sucks. I liked the sword glitch. Thanks for letting me know, though, King Andrew. Diablo does flip the beetle there. Isolation disc onto the Diablo. I think he'll still be activating his ult there. Yep. This is a frozen shrine. This is one of the biggest objectives that'll happen this game, probably. Top camp was successful. Yeah, Boomers successfully won the top camp battle there. Lots of aggression onto the Diablo. Good Anduin pull, though. Cocoon did go out onto the Tychus, messing with that Odin there. Objective's about 50-50 right now. There's still a lot of ultimates available. Big stun from the Urel. Diablo very, very low here, but Maev is the first to go down instead. Ancestral onto the Beetle there. Greymane then follows suit. 13 advantage is in play for Boomers. And Forever does back off here. Looks like they're just going to try and answer the map, kind of regroup, give the objective. This is Frozen, though. Frozen is huge. I don't know if it's, like, widely considered to be the best Punisher. I'm pretty sure it's widely considered to be the best Punisher, but I definitely consider it to be the best Punisher. Like, it is absolutely huge. Good cleanse onto the Beetle there. Punisher down to about 50% already. Urel does dive in there. Good Entomb to keep the Beetle away. CC chain onto the Beetle, and he does go swish. Curse Bullet does go out onto the Urel. Big absorb, though, keeping her just absolutely harassing the enemy team. Does heal up a little bit. Lots of aggression onto the Leoric, and the Leoric goes down too. This is in complete opposition to the start of this game. Tons and tons of successful plays coming through from Boomers. It really just looks like they needed to kind of take a minute, get a feel for how their opponents are going to play this, kind of find their rhythm, and start rolling with it, and they are just absolutely dominating here. spiraling from one win to the next, and just to the next to the next. They're going to pick up the bot camp as well.
Red team has destroyed.
They do trade forts for forts. Urel is on her own. Big hammer stun, though. First bullet does hit the Urel there. Cocoon goes out on the Diablo. Gets burnt immediately. Structure-wise, it's still very even. We might see another fight here. Chromie did scout this out. Does not look like they're going to go for the invade, even though they do have the 16 advantage. Probably because it would be 5v4. Urel's pretty far. And both sides are just going to kind of chill. Yeah, not seeing anything too crazy build-wise. It all looks pretty standard to me. To be fair, I don't know Maya's stuff. Good scout from the Chromie. Here we go. Entomb and Isolation Disc both prevent the invade fight from happening at all. And those are both pretty short cooldowns, so they will still be available in the next team fight. Both those ultimates doing a very good job of allowing Boogans Forever to determine who exactly they want to fight and when. That ability might turn the game at some point, honestly. That is a strong ability. And they have Cocoon too, so they've got lots of ways to just stop fights in their tracks. They're just waiting for level 22. I feel like that's an in-joke. I don't know what that joke is. Punisher is active. It's going to be Arcane. This is far more valuable for Boogans than it is Boomers, but both teams really, really want this, because this will be pushing onto a keep for Boogans. Objectives is started for Boomers. They are pushed off of the point here. Odin gets popped, lots of damage onto the Diablo. Pull does get negated by the other pull. Big stun coming through from Urel. Entomb goes out onto Urel there. No follow-up, though. Urel's pretty low, but she does have her ultimate to pop still. Boomers pushing Boogans Forever back quite a bit here. Both teams just flexing at each other right now. Flip does come through from the Diablo onto Leoric there. Lots of damage onto Diablo. Big light bomb, though, following it up. Ancestral onto the Beetle. Maiev does go down. Absorb does get popped. Leoric is on the complete opposite side of his team, dropping very quickly, and he does go down. That is a 2-for-0 trade currently. Greymane might be next. No, he does get healed up, and he is fine. Boomers like a slow game. That's fair. I've known more than a few teams that just kind of play the game at their own pace and don't take too many risks. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. A lot of it depends on if the opponent can punish them for not taking risks. There's a lot of times you need to take risks. Like, they may not seem too risky, they may be like 90% chance to succeed, but if you're too careful, then you don't always push your advantages, and you miss opportunities to win. And if your opponent takes some riskier plays, not much you can do. Forever does pick up the mid camp. Looks like they're just going to try and push the map while the Punisher smacks into this top lane here. They are going to hawk Hearth for the Yes, they're going to go to a snow planet. to come back for the defense here. Awesome bait from the Leoric there. Punisher down to 50%. Odin is doing a lot of work onto this keep, though. Keep is going to go down almost assuredly. Keep does go down, as does the Punisher. And these camps are pushing onto this map here. And Boomers does not seem to care, as they're going to use the ults and 20 advantage that they have to pick up that top camp. Entomb doing a little bit of harassment there, but nothing too crazy. Meanwhile, the siege camps are continuing to push in this map. These maps? I can't speak. Not going to get too much value here, but it will help equalize the pressure to kind of buy them time for 20s of their own. Leoric is going to be picking that up in the top lane. Meanwhile, Boogans Forever are going to be playing very defensive, which makes sense, as if they fight down 20s, that's a death sentence, especially with that top lane open. Siege camp does, or Bruiser camp, that's a camp type, does get picked up in the top lane by Boomers, and it looks like Boomers are going to try and initiate a fight somewhere in here. But Boogans Forever playing very safe. Time Stop does go out onto the Leoric. He does use the spooky walk to walk away, though. Boogans just trying to wait for that 20. This is the kind of thing I was talking about. Boomers are not willing to take any risks here, really, and try and push with that 20 advantage, which is buying their opponent a lot of time to get 20s of their own. Now they're starting to get a little aggressive here. But they did not get a whole lot of value out of that 20 advantage that they had. 20 advantage is lost. Both sides have 20s now. All ultimates are available. There's nothing really to fight over, but the objective should be announced, I want to say, probably 20 seconds from now. Boomers are doing some push gank. Doesn't look like they're going to succeed. Instead, going to pick up this siege camp here.
Within the shrine, it will be made to
This is probably a game-ending shrine for Boomers, and a serious opening for Boogans Forever. So this really is probably the most important fight of this game here. It's very late. Boomers only need one solid fight win. One solid fight win and they've got it. They do hit the 22 mark that a King of Gold was talking about. Engage onto the Leoric. He does drop a little bit, healing up. Cocoon as well as Isolation Disc coming through. Big pull onto the Tychus, both directions. Beetle a little low. Entomb goes out, not finding anyone. Ancestral does not go off onto the Leoric there. Maiev does go down. Urel's pretty low, but she does have the Absorb. Odin putting in a lot of work here. Boogan are healed up almost fully. Greymane, though, taking a lot of damage again. This Keep also taking a lot of damage. Diablo's in a little bit of danger here. Beetle does not have Burrow out of this, and he does go down there, trading for the Tychus. That's a good portion of the siege that just died there. Leoric is back. This is 3v4. That was a big route onto 2. Camp pushing in that bot lane. Keep that in mind. I just also realized this is a Frozen Punisher. That is big. Lots of damage onto Leoric. Rhaegar in a lot of danger here. Entomb goes out onto no one, unfortunately. Light Bomb taking out that Rhaegar, and Leoric is probably next here. Leoric does go down. Greymane's the only one alive. Maiev is back into the battlefield now. And the chase commences from BoomerGaming. A little bit of defense coming through from Boogans Forever. They might be able to re-engage for the defense. I don't think they can re-engage prior. They definitely can't re-engage prior. I just looked at how close Boomers are to getting that objective there.
Blue team has summoned a frozen
Leoric is back up in 10, Rhaegar in 20. This Punisher is going to get this keep almost immediately, so the question is, where do you set up for your defenses? Leoric playing a little aggressive for his respawn, but he is back into the fight here. There goes the keep. Now, Frozen Punisher cannot shut down the core here. Cocoon does go out onto the Diablo. Big root onto 2. Lots of harassment from the Yrel and on the Yrel. Buried alive again, not really finding anyone here. Ancestral onto Beetle twice. Core still has shield. Punisher going down very quickly. Core also going down pretty fast. Odin is still available. Big pull from the Maiev. She's absolutely harassing this backline, but I don't think it's going to be enough. People need to die now, or the core goes down, Rhaegar goes down, and the core follows. You were wrong, the King of Old. Level 23. Alright, everybody! Thank you for joining us for game number 2 in our series between BoomerGaming and Boogans Forever. Boogans Forever did have the map. Why does it do that? That's not who picked the map. My word. Boogans Forever did get the first map pick, so they banned out Cursed Hollow and Tomb of the Spider Queen. BoomerGaming then banned out Braxis Holdout, as well as Sky Temple. Boogans Forever then takes us to Infernal Shrines. Oh my word, you're... Stop! Stop breaking me, especially while I'm doing things that require me to talk fast. Boogans takes us to Infernal Shrines. I wasn't asking for more, but thank you. Takes us to Infernal Shrines, where BoomerGaming won. BoomerGaming then takes us to Dragonshire, calling out the opposing offlane, and taking us to a Duel of the Fates. Unfortunately, I can't play a Duel of the Fates because I don't want to get sued. Yes, you are officially the best supporter of this channel monetarily. So we actually have missed a little bit of the ban because certain somebody is very distracting. Not complaining, just noting. Hugger and Junkrat are the banned outs. I'll allow that message. There, I'll allow it. I won't repeat it, but I'll allow it. Augur and Junkrat are banned, as well as Blaze and Brightwing. Sylvanas and Johanna are the, not first picks. Dahaka's the first pick, followed by Sylvanas and Johanna, followed by Anubarak follow. Very, very solid picks for the map. They have a lot of power on this map. Anubarak, not usually the huge pick, because a lot of his survivability comes from his in-out play style, so he can't just kind of chill on the point. But nevertheless, still very solid. Anduin is the ban here. Quite funny, considering they have the next pick, so it's interesting that they banned out Anduin in this situation, especially with how much value he was bringing in that last game. So they must have a different idea for their healer. Chromie ban. Chromie is very solid on this map. I feel like she is criminally underrated, honestly. I used her a lot when I was captaining, and yeah, no, it was savage. She has so much zoning, so much harassment. She is just an absolute monster at controlling that point. Rhaegar and Yrel are the next ones. Nice highlighted message. I'd say it, but I can't do the accent. At least not well. So, it would lose a lot of value if I repeated it. But Cheer for your team. Rhaegar and Yrel are the pickups here. Genji! Interesting! So we got full dive comp here with Lucio and Nubarak Genji. That's pretty big dive potential. Sylvanas is very susceptible to that dive. Rhaegar too. So, yeah. There's a lot of potential for it. Yrel also can shut it down quite a bit, though, is the issue. So they're banking a lot on that 4-man. Thrall is the final pickup here. Going for a pretty beefy DPS technically, but a little low on the DPS side. I guess they're trying to rely a lot on the Lucio's low healing throughput, but regardless, let's get going. The recording didn't unpause. That's unfortunate. They didn't miss much though. Non-champion though, taking a fair amount of damage there.
Take control of the shrines.
Interesting that he's going Rolling Thunder. I thought you almost always went the Lightning Quest if you were going for DPS Thrall. Beetle was grabbing some intel there, took a little bit of damage. Both sides picking up their siege camps. BoomerGaming a little bit faster on that. Genji getting harassed in the mid lane, but he should be alright. Dahaka also getting harassed a little bit in that mid lane.
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
Looks like Thrall will be picking up that bot lane objective first here. Both sides of the objective are available for BoomerGaming, but not long enough. Does get stopped there. They do pick up that Bruiser camp, though. They're really going for this map-wide play as opposed to the 1-4 typical playstyle for the map. Very interesting. Daka getting harassed a little bit in that top there. He does get himself out of danger, but it is 3v1 up, or 3v2 up there. Rest of the team does rotate up. That's the standard Thrall one? Okay. I know they buffed it ages ago. I wasn't sure if it was buffed enough to really see play. I know there was a few people who swore by it, but if they took the majority. It's been a while since I played Thrall. He's probably the next person I should play, honestly. A little bit of aggression going on in that top lane. I don't know where to look. Like, there's stuff going on everywhere right now. Bala taking quite a bit of damage in that top lane, but not in too much danger. She is out of mana, though. Objective is available for Boogans Gaming. Or, not Boogans Gaming. Yeah, it's available for both teams. Boogans forever. Not for long, though, and definitely not long enough. Thrall, though, getting picked up in this bot lane. Lucio almost secures that. Almost steals it, rather. I'm curious, who got gifted that other stuff? Okay. Bot camp is getting picked up by Boogans Gaming. They're really trying to play the map here, which is unusual. You don't usually see a lot of macro plays on this map. It's very focused on the off lane usually, but they are just absolutely playing into the macro large scale of this map and just honestly kind of ignoring the objective. Boomers Gaming trying to do the same thing for the most part. Engage from the Rhaegar, the Genji, sorry. Beetle does survive by the skin of his mandibles. Mandibles? That's a thing. Yeah, bugs have mandibles, right? That's the term for their mouth? I think it's mandibles. Bot does get picked up by Thrall. Not for long, though. Again, just not sure where to look, really. Looks like both sides will be picking up their siege camps again. This time they are pretty close to simultaneous. And now we're kind of entering the whole 1-4 setup that the map is known for. Genji is dueling the Thrall on that bot lane, did win. Looks like Dahaka's winning that top lane too. A little bit of a tank duel in mid here. Objectives once again available for Boogans forever. Sylvanas jumps over the wall. Drell goes ahead and picks up the top lane there. I don't know how to pronounce the second word, King of Old, honestly, so that doesn't help. But apparently I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I'm sorry. Oh, like this word, but completely different. Very helpful! I'm sorry for pronouncing it wrong. Big, wailing arrow onto the Vala there, securing her kill. Just tons of body blocking to kill off the beetle there. And it looks like Dahaka will be next. Looked away just a little too poorly timing, and that is 4 for nothing there. And this is where Sylvanas really gets to show her value, just completely shutting off the towers here and providing a ton of siege just by the fact that the minions don't have to die. Channel does go through by the Urel, picking up the Dragon Knight. Looks like Dragon Knight's gonna go mid while the rest go bot here. Genji engages onto the enemy team. Forget, if he completes it, okay. It does still reset even if he completes it. I was trying to remember. Big Unstoppable on the Vala there, trying to keep the Dragon Knight burning fast. Bye-bye wall indeed. I know what you meant. English isn't your first language. Just say it. Even if it's not true, just say it. Cocoon does go onto the Sylvanas, gets burned almost immediately there. Not a ton of value from the Dragon Knight, as it does come to a close here. Engage from the Dahaka, got the tongue onto Sylvanas there. Ancestral does keep her afloat, isolation onto Thrall. That was a lot of work for no corpses from the side of Boogans Forever. Very nicely played by BoomerGaming. And now we go back to the weird nonsense of this map. This map has been very different from any other time I've casted this map. So I'm not really sure how to cast it, honestly. BoomerGaming have definitely a pretty solid lead at the moment. Bot Bruiser Camp does get picked up by BoomerGaming. Siege Camp goes away pretty easily, as well as getting picked up by Forever. Didn't notice the top lane Bruiser Camp get picked up. That's going to help the Dahaka absolutely bully the Urel here. He's going to back off, though, not getting a whole lot of value there. Might see an invade. Nope. Just dropping a beetle.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines will soon be active again.
I always forget, what's the reward of this quest? After hitting 30, increased damage. After hitting 60... Gotcha. Cyber Agility becomes a offensive CD. Sunder does come out from the Thrall. A little bit of harassment onto the back line. Cocoon does go out onto Thrall as well. Big high five onto Genji. Ancestral gets popped onto the Johanna. Lots of damage onto the back line here. They do disengage. And then immediately re-engage here. as they begin fighting for the bot point. Daka does go to try and do some double soaking. Moonshine has been picked up by Boogans forever. BoomerGaming did Hearth, so they are, I guess almost all of them are full on health and mana. Joe is still pretty low on mana, top camp rather. Does get cleared by the Dahaka as he's about to step onto the Sunshine. And the fight for Sunshine begins. They are up 16s. Uriel does bully the Dahaka off the point there. Yep, and we're back to some weird macro nonsense. These guys just like walking all over the map. They just want to explore. Have a good time. Bit of damage coming through from the Genji onto Thrall there. That wave just absolutely detonated by the Sylvanas. Sylvanas did grab Will of the Forsaken. Fun fact about Unstoppables. It's really hard to do, but if you time it... Oh! Beetle does start dropping pretty quick. High five trying to keep him afloat. Sunder comes through. Wailing Arrow does shut down the Lucio there. Anyway, as I was saying, if you can time your Unstoppable properly, you can actually Unstoppable the Cocoon. Just a fun fact. I've only ever seen it done once. It is very, very hard to do.
Blue team has destroyed a
Mid-fort does go down in favor of BoomerGaming. It looks like they might be going for the objective here, but they actually are prioritizing this siege camp first. Should get blown up pretty easy.
The Dragon Knight shall reduce you to cinders.
Dragon Knight does get picked up by the Johanna this time, and will be walking straight to bot. Looks like Uriel's going to keep playing the map. Sylvanas does shut down the structure here. That's a lot of value. Daka does show up here. Cocoon went out onto the Rhaegar. He's very much on his own. Ancestral gets popped. Armor just absolutely getting decimated thanks to the Dahaka, but the Dahaka is actually the one to go down there. Little bit of spread focus from Boogans Forever. They've got to try and regroup here. Like, they've got a lot of single target aggression, but they've got to agree on who it is. They can't just try and burn everybody down. Some comps can. This comp can't. Lucio does get kicked away from the fight there. Dragon Knight does go down. Once again, BoomerGaming do go and push for this bot camp here. And Genji's working on the siege camp. He has a surprising amount of camp clear, because I think that was almost all him. And I didn't think he was good at doing camps. Good pull from the Dahaka there. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not actually tired. Maybe I need more food. Top camp does get picked up by Boomers. Both teams go back to what they were doing in Game 1, where they're just kind of avoiding each other for the time being. 20s do come through from Boomers. We got ourselves a little bit of a base race going on right now, as both sides decide to go for the siege here instead of trying to fight each other. Top fort will go down to the minions. Bot camp goes down as well. Daka tried to slow them down a little bit without losing too much health and resources, and everybody just kind of hearts out here, and no one gets found. Both sides managed to get themselves a fort. Bot fort a little bit more valuable than top fort for the most part. You really can't win through top lane because of this little bridge here. Or as we in the HOTS community call it, the Bridge of Death. Because there have been a great many corpses flung into that water. Objective is available. Genji picking up that bot. Might get it before Thrall gets the objective. Just barely. Nicely done by the Genji there. Tongue does go out onto the Johanna. That was weird. I just heard Theotar's laugh. I don't know if anybody else heard it, but I heard Theotar's laugh in the middle of that fight there. Daka is out on his own up here. Big root onto the Dahaka. He does pop the essence. His stasis is on cooldown. Dragon Knight does get grabbed. Bala dropping very quickly there. So far, Boomers have been picking up every single one. My light's still on. That's probably why. But Boomers have been picking up every single Dragon Knight so far. Ancestral does go out there. No one really going down right now. Fair bit of aggression, but no one really dropping. They're all losing a little bit of health there. Dragon Knight is about to die here. Only a wall from a 17-minute Dragon Knight. Very solid defense from Boogans forever. Just kind of chilling. So how's everybody's day? Both sides just going around picking up camps right now. I really don't know what to talk about. Oh, we might see a fight over the siege camp here. Invade coming through from BoomerGaming. Does not look like Boogans forever want to fight at the moment. Sylvanas does shut down the tower there.
My beloved is gone.
Engage from the Anubarak onto Johanna, already down to about 50%. Oh, I was not watching the map. Top lane is going to go down to minions, it looks like. Yep. Solid pickup from Boogans forever. They will go ahead and use this opportunity as well to clean out some of these lanes. Welcome, Vayne. If you feel alive enough to come out of your coffin, you can come out of your coffin. Yeah, no, neither side really wants to make a play. Both sides just kind of want to chill at the moment. Never mind! lots of CC does get thrown onto the Vala there. Ancestral does get popped. Johanna dropping very, very quickly. Big silence onto Rhaegar. Rhaegar does get picked off. It looks like Thrall might be next as the isolation does come to an end. Dahaka timing his stasis very nicely there and does heal up just fine. Nubrak does pop the reset to heal back up. Genji does jump over the wall using his ult to jump right back. Johanna did die somewhere in there. Big engage from BoomerGaming, completely backfired. Boogans Forever getting an absolute solid turn there. And it looks like they're going to get the opportunity to get their first Dragon Knight of the game. And they've been staying in the game quite a bit without a single Dragon Knight. So the question is, what all can they do with a Dragon Knight? This is a 21-minute Dragon Knight. This is absolutely terrifying. Sylvanas has a fair amount of burn for the Knight, though. Urel does start dropping very quickly there. King of Old, you want to buy that wall too? That's not fair. I should pick on you like that. Absorb does get popped by the Urel. That's a major survival tool down for a very long time. Dragon Knight does take the keep here. Does look like they decide to back off. Instead, push through the bot lane here. Indeed, King of Old. Indeed. Still 30 seconds on the Dragon Knight. Does not have a whole lot of health, though. Urel does start harassing the backline here. Ooh, Vala gets picked off in the bot lane there. Lucio almost falls as well. He keeps himself afloat, though.
Not anymore.
His movement speed getting a lot of value. Isolation does get popped onto 3. Nice move by Dahaka. Beetle does get zoned the long way around here, though he seems unconvinced that that's the right move. Keep does get begin dropping here. Big storm shield. Lots of low health bars. No one's really down yet, though. Ancestral does get popped. I thought you went double Ancestral. I didn't see the second pop. X-Strike comes through. Genji trying to keep up the aggression here. His team a little too far behind to back him up. So he backs off himself. Camp Steal once again comes through from BoomerGaming. BoomerGaming just absolutely loving the camps on this map.
It won't be long before the
Top camp does get picked up by Boogans Forever. That top lane pushing very hard. Urel does go to answer it. Looks like a Nubrak wants this invade. Looks like Boomers don't want this camp anymore. They do pick up, or Boogans Forever do pick up the camp, successfully stealing it from their opponents, mitigating all the pressure that that Bruiser camp was going to generate, especially because it is now dead. Cocoon does go out, should burn very quick there. Rhaegar getting absolutely stunned into oblivion. One of the towers goes down, absolutely no problem there. That top lane still pretty scary. Sunder does come through, Vala dropping pretty quick. Big tongue from the Dahaka. X-Strike does come through twice. Grell trying to keep up the aggression. Genji dashing out. Still no one going down yet. Ancestral gets popped. No deaths, but lots of ults getting popped here. Nubrak does engage Genji diving in with him, but Anub'arak goes down to the minions. Funny enough, Sylvanas does secure the Dahaka. Lucio goes down as well. That is 3 for nothing here. 4 for nothing as Bala goes down. Genji trying to pull off the taunt we saw in the other game. Trying to get them off of the core, but they don't fall for it here. And they dive onto the core here. GGs are getting called. As it looks like we probably won't see a Game 3. Unless Genji can pull off a miracle. Unless Genji can pull off a miracle from the grave. The timing of that was beautiful. Let's go ahead and see about getting ourselves an interview. There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, solid series there.
Yeah, thank you. It was, the first game felt really good. Just felt like really nice kind of classic play. Game 2 felt really good until there was one, critical point where we kind of were panicking a little bit, but overall it was really good.
I wonder what that moment was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did look like you guys had a little bit of trouble kind of finding your footing in that Game 1 for the first little bit. Looks like the cheese kind of threw you guys off balance a little bit. Do you guys have any special techniques to kind of keep yourselves from getting thrown too far off balance there, or you just naturally do it?
I mean, one, it's Heroes of the Storm, so it's like, it is really bad, but it isn't the worst deal in the world to int at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. But no, we just recognized that we fucked up, and we gotta, just lock in, because it's still comebackable.
Try and watch your language, sorry.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Oh, good. But yeah, like, yeah, no, that's definitely a fair thought process, just...
Yeah.
Okay, we screwed up, let's pull it together and get rolling, type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did, one thing I did notice, and was talked about in my chat quite a bit, seems like you guys really like the slower playstyle. Has that ever kind of bit you in the backside before, or has it always kind of worked out for you?
I mean, it really works for us when we are winning. It just kind of puts a inevitable chokehold on it, but it does feel like really bad if we are losing and we're just kind of slowly bleeding out. Making like comeback hype turnaround team fight plays isn't quite our specialty, I'd say.
Fair.
It just kind of, get the slow drive out.
Yeah. Speaking of the slow play, you guys played, like, I saw you pick Dragonshire, and I was just like, oh, calling out the off-lane. And then you guys played Dragonshire completely differently to how I've ever seen Dragonshire played. Is that something in, like, because the opponents seem to initiate it, so is that something that you were doing in response, or is that just how you guys play the map?
No, that's how we generally play the Dragonshire map. We have Mason Blaze and Kelsey as our coaches, and they're like notorious Dragonshire players, so they've kind of been teaching us the ropes of that map in particular, so that's why we feel pretty comfortable on it. Okay.
Yeah, I noticed you guys were focusing a lot more on camps than most people I see playing around on Dragonshire, and just kind of really playing into the fact that it's a large map more so than the whole focus on the offlane thing.
Yeah.
Thought it was interesting. Yeah, I don't really have any other questions or anything to talk about, so I will leave the floor open to you for shoutouts.
Well, shout out to you for casting. Shout out to the enemy team. It was a fun set. There was a lot of hair-twisting moments. And shout out to our coaches, Mason, Blaze, and Kelsey. They're heroic div. They're obviously really good at the game, and it's just nice that they're willing to take on our little ducklings. So,
fair.
It's just fun. And also shout out to chat. And,
always. Yeah. All right, well, good luck in the future. That, I think, gets you a pretty strong hold on one of the higher playoff slots. So, yeah.
I think so, yeah. It's nice.
So, yeah, good luck for the rest of the season.
Okay, thanks for casting.
You're very welcome. Alright, like I said, don't go anywhere, because we do have other NGS casters. I think one of them's live right now. Oh, we've got a number that are live right now. Should I send you... Let's send you guys over to somebody new. We don't usually send... We don't usually get the opportunity to send you guys over to somebody new. So we'll go ahead and do that. Very quickly, once again, shout out to specifically King of Old. It was very much appreciated to get some support. I know that was mostly support for your team, but it really does mean a lot to me. So thank you a ton. So yeah, I will go ahead and send you guys over there in just a moment. Thank you guys for joining me. Oh no, somebody did the sub back to him! Okay, I'm not while I'm sending it. That's even cooler, actually. So, yeah. Thank you. Crap, I was told that I was pronouncing it wrong, but, Ebagatron? We'll go with Ebagatron for now. Thank you for the gifted sub, and thank you for returning the favor to King of Old. But yeah, I will go ahead and send you guys over there in a moment. So, see y'all around.